future ends, don't have a clue. It depends when it comes.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you can't tell by the title, we are going to be playing with the Made by Mitchell Feet on the Ground palette. I am excited, of course I am. Of course I am. If you didn't know, Mitchell came out with his own brand. Mitchell is a working makeup artist. He does so many beautiful looks, and he launched his new brand in October, I think it was. I did purchase one of his palettes when it first launched. I purchased the Head in the Clouds palette. If you've not seen that video, I'll link it up in the cards in the description box down below. But for that video, you know, I did like a full review on that palette. But at the same time, he also did launch his Feet on the Ground palette, which is, as you can tell, more of like earthy, greeny kind of tones. The Head in the Clouds palette is more like colourful, bright, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm going to do a full review on this. I know it's like not brand new anymore, but it's still newish, and I still wanted to do a review on it. He has also launched a small palette as well, which I have also ordered, but I'm still waiting on it. Like, it's weird. I ordered this palette after I ordered the small palette, and the small palette hasn't even been dispatched yet. But that video might be up before this one, so of course if it is, I will link that video up in the cards in the description box down below. However, if it's not, then it will be on its way. That video will be coming. But yeah, I'm excited. So we're going to play with this palette today. I'm going to do like a full review, swatches, that kind of thing. So let's jump straight on into it. Of course, if you've not seen my first video, I kind of went through the price, that kind of thing. Well, on the Head in the Clouds palette, this is the same thing basically, just a different colour story. So this palette is worth £40. The shipping, again, it is still £5. This time I got it a lot quicker. I basically ordered it, I think, Sunday, and I got it Tuesday, so today. So that's like pretty quick, to be fair. It dispatched yesterday morning, so Monday morning, and then I got it this morning, and it came at like 10:30, so in the morning. So that is really good. Definitely better than the first time around. The first time I ordered it, I had to wait like a week before I got it, which, you know, I'm still waiting on my other one as well. So I think his shipping's been a little bit iffy. I know that some people have said that they've ordered it, been waiting at least 2 weeks to even get it. I know my friend on Instagram, I think he just watched my YouTube as well, Paint by Caleb, his Instagram, he's been doing a lot of looks with the palettes. But I know that he ordered it, and then he was waiting so long, he cancelled it, and then he reordered it, and then it came within like a few days. So I feel like maybe it's a little bit like iffy. Like, I feel like it's very hit or miss. You're either gonna order something and it's gonna be delivered in 2 days, or you're gonna order something and it's not gonna come for like 2 weeks. Obviously, of course, Mitchell has been launching the palette, and he's also been launching a pouch with it, which I really like. Again, I think this is just for like extra protection. So like if you're traveling or whatnot, this would be really good to put the palette in to keep it nice and safe. It's very like squishy, spongy. I love this one. It's like camo. I'm obsessed with it. I love his packaging. Like, his packaging has just been like top notch. But yeah, I really like it. Love the design of it. So yeah, it just comes with a pouch. I really like that. I think it's a nice little touch. And obviously the palette does come in a box. This is the box, and it does have the ingredients on the bottom, again with a little quote. I think it said the same thing, or like a similar thing, on the other palette. I haven't even read the other palette and what it says. But yeah, I did find out as well that his line is cruelty free, but it's not vegan. It's not 100% vegan. Of course, this is the packaging, same as the palette. I love how it's like holographic. I love that effect. Really nice. This is the palette. This is what the packaging looks like. It has the same thing on the back here as what it has in the box, so like the same quote, the same like information, that kind of thing. And obviously this is what the packaging looks like. Really nice. And this is what the palette looks like. So it has got a lot of like warmy earth tones, a lot of like greeny shades in here, a couple of purples. My mama's garden shade is actually like, looks like it's not been stuck down properly. So I'm scared that it's gonna like, it's like moving, it's like gonna come out. I hope it doesn't, but I will kind of like try and press it back in, I guess. It's not the actual shade that's coming out, it's like the pan Okay, so in this palette there are 25 shades. There's 3 sheens, 3 metallics and 19 mattes. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start swatching the shades. I feel like I might want to use a couple of the shades as like face shades, you know, like, because I don't know who I am, but I think that like maybe Tigerlily could be nice as like a blusher shade, and maybe like Bless You could be nice as like a highlighty shade. So yeah, but I'm going to start swatching at the palette now. I'm excited. Okay, so we have the first row swatched here, very like light shades. So we have the shade Salt Bay, Limeade, Bored in the House, Angelina, and Bless You. Yeah, I would definitely use like these shades as like highlighted kind of shades. I feel like they look so nice in the face. I'm going to try that out because I'm excited. Then we have the next row swatched. This first shade here is called Orchid. We then have Chameleon. This is a really nice like greeny shade, really unique. We then have the shade Chewlip. Then we have the shade Ground, and then the shade Breaking. Ground, Breaking. Love that. We then have the third row swatch. We have the shade Mama's Garden. We then have the shade Earth Child. We then have the shade Descent, Tigerlily, and Clay Baby. Again, like I said, Tigerlily as a blush could look really cute. I don't know if it's going to work on my skin tone because I'm so pale, but we'll give it a go maybe. We'll give it a go. We then have the fourth row. So we have the shade A Mood. We then have the shade Bittersweet. We have the shade Off-Roading, Fool's Gold, and then Venom. I love that shade Venom. I think it's so unique. Okay, then we have the last row swatched. We have the shade Ammo, I think that's called. It's spelled Ammo, as in like it's got like 4 M's in it. Obviously Mitchell has 4 M's in his name on Instagram, so yeah, I don't know. We then have the shade Grass. Then we have the shade Ain't. Then we have the shade Greener. And then we have the last shade called Chemtrail. Really nice. The black doesn't swatch that bad, to be honest with you. Like, I had to build it up like 2-3 times, but wasn't awful. I know a lot of people have said that they've had hard pan on their black. I'm intrigued to see if mine does go hard pan, but at the moment it's seemed to swatch fine, so got a little stain there. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump straight on into a tutorial. Okay, so I've literally just primed my lids. Yeah, just use the ABHI primer like I usually do. Now obviously gonna jump into this beautiful palette. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, guys. Like, I don't even have a clue. Okay, so I'm gonna take the shade Chewlip, which is this beautiful purple shade here. I'm gonna pack this through the crease. Working with your shadows, like in his first palette, I've been loving it. Like, let me tell you, been loving it. Really easy to work with. Like, to be honest with you, I expect nothing else from Mitchell because of his palette with Beauty Bay. Like, he just set his standards so high. But yeah, with this shade there's quite a bit of kick up in the pan, and there's also quite a bit of fallout. Really nice, packs on really well. Like I said, there's quite a bit of kick up in the pan, and there's also quite a bit of fallout, but it's a purple. Purple shades do tend to do that. Okay, then I'm going to go into the shade Tigerlily. I know, who am I? I don't even know who I am. And I'm going to start to blend out this purple with this shade. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. I'm excited. We're just going to play around. We're just going to see. Oh, that shade is beautiful. Oh my god. There's a tiny bit of kick up in this shade. No fallout from what I can see. I can just see the purple fallout shade, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna go into the shade Orchid, which is this like more muted yellow. I feel like this one here, sorry, is definitely more brighter. This is more of like a muted, not muted because it's still bright, but it's not as like bam. Shade. I'm gonna start to blend out around the edges. This is turning into like a sunset kind of look, but I love them kind of looks, so we go in for it. I really like this. This is really nice. I'm going to go ahead, just build up all these shades again, build them up, blend them out, and then I'm going to cut my crease, and then we'll be back to do a lid shade. I don't know what lid shade to go in with, but I'm excited. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, literally just built up the shades, cut my crease. I really like it. I feel like it's a bit patchy on this eye. Let me try and build that up. It could be just me though, like sometimes my eyes don't. Sometimes shadows don't stick to my eyes properly, so again, like I said, it could be me. But other than that, I don't see any patchiness anywhere else, so it could just be this eye. Like, it could just be this eye having a bit of a mare, you know, sometimes that happens. But yeah, now moving on to the lid shade, I really want to use a green. Like I'm thinking of using like Mama's Garden. I know that might like look a bit crazy with this look. This shade here, sorry. This is Mama's Garden. I was thinking about using this shade, but I feel like it could have looked crazy, but I kind of liked it. There's also this beautiful like goldy green shade down here. I know that could look really nice, but I'm going to go in with Mama's Garden because I just feel like it's going to be different. So I'm going to take this shade here. This is Mama's Garden. I'm going to put that all over the lid. I feel like it could contrast really well with the like warmer tones. I kind of like that. I'm going to put a different shade like on the inner portion, so I'm going to leave that blank for now. I like that. That looks really bloody nice. I'm then going to take the shade Limeade, which is this like brighter green shade here. I'm going to put that on the inner portion. It's a little bit more crumbly, that Limeade shade. Still really nice. So like that looks really pretty on the inner corner. Like the inner portion, should I say? I like that. That is really cute. And then just gonna go back into that purpley shade, that Chewlip shade, and like try and blend it together. I don't know how it's gonna work, but so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this eye off camera, do the rest of my base off camera, that kind of thing, and then we'll be back and I'm gonna try a couple of these shades as like face shades. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I literally just did the rest of my base kind of off camera, my lashes, that kind of thing. On my lower lash line, I pretty much used the same matte shades. I also went in there with the shade Bless You, which is this shade up here, as like more of an inner corner highlight shade. I really like it, it's really pretty. I'm now going to go into the shade Tigerlily, which is this shade here. And I'm going to like do my blush with this shade. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm nervous, but I'm excited, so we're going to use that. I just zoomed you guys out a little bit. I'm trying to also film an Insta vid for this, so yeah. Oh, she's pigmented. Oh my god, that shade is so pretty though, like, what? That is so cute. I love this as a blush shade. I really like that shade. I really like that for a blush. I think it is so cute. So if you are like a similar complexion to me and you have got this palette, try that shade out as a blush because it's really friggin' pretty. Well, and let's look at it. I like it. I'm then going to take the shade Bless You, which is this lightish champagne gold shade, and I'm going to use that as my highlight. Oh Oh, that is cute. I like that. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I really like it, really like it. I don't know why I decided to go with an orange lip. I don't even know if it goes, but I kind of like it, so we're keeping it. We're keeping it. So yeah, what do I think about the palette? What do I think? What do I think? Overall, I really like it. It's really pretty. There's a lot of shades you can work with in this palette. Obviously, it's more on the like neutral side. I don't want to say it's like fully neutral because it's not. There are obviously some more like brownie tones. Like you can definitely go for more of a wearable, everyday look, rather than like in the Head in the Clouds palette that's more like bright and colourful. With this one, there are some colours in here, but it's more like wearable colours. I say that, look at my friggin' lids. Like, I don't really care what I wear. Like, I will go for any colour story, and yeah, I'm just very into my colours. So I would wear colours on a daily basis. But if you're not like too sure what kind of colours you like, if you want to stick to more to your neutral tones, like some of your warm tones, your cool tone neutrals, then this palette has it. It has a lot of like neutrally browns here, this like mustardy brown, really pretty, this deeper warm tone brown. You also got this deeper like either neutral or like cool toned brown. There's just so many pretty shades in here. I really love the selection. I like how there's a lot of greens in here as well. Obviously, when you look at the packaging, you think it's camo. There's got to be some greens in here, and there are. I do expect some greens to be in here, and the greens that are in here are beautiful. I know that a lot of people said that there should be more greens in here. However, I kind of like how many greens there are in here, and I kind of like how there's still other colours as well, like the purples, the black, the yellows. This like corally orange colour is beautiful. So you can go for something a little bit different. It's not just green like me. Like obviously I've done a green lid, but I've done like other colours in the crease. So I really do like that. The mattes performed amazingly, didn't have any problems. I thought that the purple was a little bit patchy on this eye, but I don't think it is. I think it was just me. I think it was just my eye. Like right now it's fine. So yeah, mattes no problems. Didn't have any problems with the Head in the Clouds palette, so I wasn't expecting to have any problems in this palette. There are a few shades that I have watched a few other people's videos and they said that there's hard pan on them. I'm gonna have to like keep testing out this palette to see if that actually is. I think it's more of the case of it being hard pan with the black and the purple over here, but I haven't used them shades properly yet. I've only swatched them and they seem to swatch fine, so no complaints there. The shimmer's really nice. I love how there's not that many shimmers in this palette. I love how there's more mattes. I love how there's more mattes than there are shimmers, but there's still a shimmer for like every look that you do. So if you do like, I think even this little quad down here, I might have to use that. Oh my god. This quad down here would be so cute together. So I actually kind of like that. But like there's a shimmer for like every kind of look, if that makes sense. So you could go more of like the everyday tone. You could go in with like the brown, blend it out with some of these shades, and then go for either fool's gold on the lid or like this shade here or this shade. Or for instance, if you're using more of the purples and you want like a pinky shiny lid, you can use like this kind of shade. Yeah, I feel like there's a shimmer in here for every look, so I have no issues with any of the shimmers. I really like them. This shade apply beautifully. Limeade shade apply beautifully on the inner corner. Bless You, beautiful as a highlighter as well as like an inner corner shade or a lid shade, really nice. There's a little bit of like fallout from some of the shimmer shades, but nothing major, nothing massive, like just a tiny bit. I just really like the look of this palette. I really love it. I love the tones in here. Like it's just such a pretty palette. Really love it. Highly recommend it if you're after one of the Mitchell palettes. Obviously there's two different ones, so you don't have to get both of them. They are a little bit expensive, but I still highly recommend them. The quality is amazing. I really like it. Yeah, highly recommend it. Really impressed with this. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as it would really help me out. Of course it would. If you want me to do another look using this palette, just let me know. Of course, I will have a video with the new mini size palette that is coming out with as well. That one might be up before this one, or it could be up just slightly after. Depends when that mini palette is coming, because right now I don't have it. If that video is already up, I'll link it up in the cards or in the description box down below. If it's not up, please just stay tuned, because it will be coming. I promise you that. So yeah, everything else that I'm wearing on my face, I'll of course link in the description box down below in case you guys are interested. As always, I will leave my social media handles of both and also in the description box down below, so you can go and check me out there if you want to. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!